We're going to see if the Eagles can improve to 3-0. We're going to see if the rest of the squad in here, and I mean the rest, and Tone and Jay Tuck can get to 2-1. We're going to see if KB can get a win on the board for the first time here in 2025. So let's take a look at what we have on the slate this upcoming week. And we start off in the 1 o'clock window with one of the games of the weekend. It's Rams-Eagles. This game was terrific in the divisional round a season ago. Came down to the wire. Eagles, of course, took it. These are two of the best teams in the NFC right now. Tone, I'll start with you. Who takes it, Rams or Eagles this Sunday?
Until somebody starts Saquon Barkley, I'm picking these die Eagles die. I can't stand them, but picking the Eagles. Until somebody starts Saquon Barkley and somebody can score on that offense on that defense on a consistent basis and put some points on them boys, I gotta pick Philadelphia. I know Stafford looking cool and all that, but that man just had an epidural not too long ago. I'm gonna need another one. I don't know what's up with bro. So I'm respectfully picking the Eagles. So
it's a good point you make too with Saquon, who went nuts against the Rams twice last year, both in the regular season and the postseason. So Tone's got the Eagles beating the Rams. How about you, Jay Tuck? You already mentioned it earlier. You're expecting a paint peeling in this one. Is that accurate?
Yeah, but man. I'm gonna go with the Eagles to win this one. And probably just because we're having this conversation, Jalen Hurts is probably going to have a big passing day and blow up all of our parlays. So I'm going to go with the Rams still going.
Man, Jay Tuck bought that bear paint. That ain't peeling awfully quick. Yeah, that's that premium paint coming off.
Yeah, I would, but it's at the link, man. Oh, they're good at the link.
Rams can't score either. That's what's going to be interesting about it. I know you mentioned earlier, Simone, maybe high scoring. I'm personally thinking the opposite, but KB, what do you think is going to go down in this one?
Yeah, I think this is going to be tough for the Rams. I don't know if it's a great matchup. The Rams have been struggling to, they whooped the Titans 33, but it was close for a lot of the game. And then week 1, they struggled beating the Texans as well. So, it's going to be tough for the Rams. I don't really know what's going on there. I haven't watched any of their games to really know. But, they got some good pieces over there. They could probably stay competitive. But I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles here. They find a way to win.
Man, Simone, as much hate as these Eagles get, we got a 3-piece right now picking them against the Rams. Talk to me.
See how quiet they get when it's time to actually do some picking and stand behind something? See how quiet they get? See that zebra?
So y'all got a good defense.
Real quiet. They know who they standing behind.
I'm going to shut up.
They know who they standing behind when it matters. The big dogs, okay? The Rams, they think this is Super Bowl. They've been talking since we swept them last year about how they can't wait for the Eagles. We circled on their calendar. So, they're going to give us all they got. We still going to overpower them. I feel like our defense is going to be tested a little bit in this game because of our question in Adoree Jackson, who's still starting for the team. So that's a big question mark with this wide receiver duo that the Rams have coming into town. So that's why I feel like the score could creep up a little bit. It just all really comes down to Adoree Jackson. But this defense, we've already seen they're making plays, picking up right where they left off last season. Andrew Makuba stepping right in for CJ Gardner-Johnson, being our guy that can get takeaways. He did it in preseason. Now it's translating over to the regular season. So, I think this is going to be a good game. I think this is going to be one of the best games of the week just because of the way the Rams have been hyping it up. So they're going to bring it there all. Eagles said explosive plays this week. We heard it from Coach Nick Sirianni and the offensive coordinator. Everybody is pressing for some explosive plays. So buckle up, sit back, get your popcorn ready, and be in store for another win.
I'm excited for this one. Schedule makers, by the way, Simone, not doing the Eagles any favors. Back-to-back playoff rematches, but they took care of the biggest one in the Chiefs in week 2.
Back-to-back.
Oh, what's next week?
Well, we got a revenge game against the Bucs. That's all right.
Yeah.
Too.
Man,
the front end of the schedule is storyline after storyline after story.
That's y'all nemesis right there. I can't beat them boys.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep winning, though, Simone, right? Win is a win no matter how you get them. And the whole squad, the whole panel's got 4 wins across the board for the Eagles coming up this weekend. Let's stay in the 1 o'clock window. The Commanders are looking to bounce back, and you'd have a feeling here they got a decent opportunity to do it. The Raiders lose on Monday Night Football to the Chargers. No offense to speak of for the Raiders in that game. Washington, on the other hand, last week against the Packers, they were struggling to get their offense going against that Packers defense. They look to bounce back to improve to 2-1. KB, who takes this one on Sunday afternoon, Raiders or Commanders?
This really depends on if Jaden Daniels is gonna play the game. Actually, I don't know if it really depends on it because the Raiders are just dog water. I don't know if I can swear, so I'm just gonna say the Raiders are terrible. And I don't know what's going on with Ashton Genty right now. If you guys didn't know, I am a Boise State fan. Don't ask me how. So I love my boy Ashton Genty, but I was watching him last night. I said, "Oh my God!" He just didn't look like how he was in Boise. So they're not getting too much out of the running game like they thought they were. Geno Smith, my goodness, it's a train wreck over there with the Raiders. And Washington has a decent enough roster that they could pull this one off without Jaden Daniels. We really have to see how Marcus Mariota. This would be the first time he starts a game in like a real game in a while, so I don't really know how good he's gonna look. But they're in a good system, in a good offense, and we'll see how that defense. I think the defense will be fine against the Raiders. I'm actually gonna take Washington here. If this was like a spread situation, then there will be more questions. But I think either way, Washington's gonna find a way to get it done. I just can't. It's gonna be a travesty if they lose to the Raiders, whether you have Jaden Daniels or not. You do not. That's not a good team to lose to.
No question. J-Tuck, how do you see this one going down between the Commanders and the Raiders?
Yeah, I think Washington gets back on track. Even though I like the Raiders, I'm not concerned about Genty because I know KB has mentioned it, him or Amari Hampton. I just think some of these rookie running backs, they're more volume based and they're not getting the volume they're accustomed with. So,
I agree.
But I think they'll figure it out. The one thing I am concerned about when it comes to Washington is this matchup because I think that the Raiders are going to make an emphasis to get Brock Bowers the ball back. Like they got to figure that out. So I think they're going to have a high volume Brock Bowers game. And typically Dan Quinn struggles versus covering tight ends. But ultimately, if Jaden Daniels plays, I feel like Washington should be able to handle this game. If he doesn't, I'll leave everything kind of open up for discussion. But I think I still got Washington winning this game versus the Raiders.
Yeah, that is the big key here, whether Jaden Daniels plays or not. Simone, what do you think happens in this one, Commanders-Raiders?
I'm going with Washington regardless because I just do not trust Geno Smith. I wouldn't back up anything. You know, I'm not putting no money on what he got going on. So I'm going with the Commanders this week.
Commanders it is, 3 straight. Tone, I know you're about to make it 4 here. Talk to me. Who gets it done, your Commanders or the Raiders?
All right, I'm about to get real disrespectful. I don't care who at quarterback. I don't care if Z-Bot at quarterback. I don't care if Simone Brawl passing. I don't care if it's KB. I don't care if it's J-Tuck. I don't care if it's me. They suck. They suck, bro. Geno Smith is a walking turnover. They can't run the ball. It's Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers, or bust. They suck, bro. They gonna get whooped. I don't care who at quarterback. Unless it's Sam Hartman. If it's that guy, I don't know. But anybody not named Sam Hartman on this 8 billion people on this planet, the Commanders are going to whoop the fire out the Raiders. They're gonna be gone at halftime. They're gonna want to cry. Pete Carroll gonna want to go home. It's over with.
You better hope so,
bro.
You better hope they put they back up what you're saying, man.
Okay, I don't think I can say the words. I'm BTA. We're gonna say that.
Tone just gave you a real live full look demonstration at BTA. That's what he expects to see from his Commanders against the Raiders, regardless of who the quarterback is. He says does not matter. So we have a clean sweep across the board in both games. Let's move to the 425 window. Cowboys on the road against the Bears. At Ben Johnson, who cares? This team does not look any better than they did last year. In fact, you could argue there's aspects of it that look worse. They got rolled by their divisional rival, the Detroit Lions, this past weekend, who did not look good in their own right in week 1 against the Packers. So is it going to be a bounce back game for the Bears, or are the Cowboys going to keep the momentum rolling here after their W over the Giants? KB, I'll start with you here. Bears, Cowboys, who takes it on Sunday?
Oh, man. Bears, Cowboys. Obviously, I think the Cowboys are going to win. I'm just trying to figure out how to make this more, how to talk about it more. Chicago, I don't know what they got going on. For the past 2 years, I actually thought they were going to do something since they had Caleb Williams there. They have a pretty decent offense. I think a lot of fans on different teams would want an offense that looks like them on paper. I just don't know how they're not able to get it going. And at least find a way to win games, win a couple of games here and there and try to look somewhat decent and build off of those wins. But they're just getting... They had it in week 1, the Bears did, and then they choked to J.J. McCarthy in the fourth quarter, and then against another divisional opponent in the NFC North, they get dominated by the Lions, who just got dominated by the Green Bay Packers. So, yeah, there's just no chance Chicago wins this game at all. And then on top of that, Dallas, we talked about it earlier. Dak Prescott's playing at a great level. As to Jay Tuck's credit, Jay Tuck said that Dak's going to have to play out of his mind this season. I don't know if he's playing out of his mind necessarily, but he's playing very, very well and good enough to constantly put them in position to win. So I think they'll be fine. There may be an issue with the pass rush just because of how good Caleb Williams is out the pocket, how he's able to make some insane, ridiculous throws. That might be an issue because the Cowboys pass rush just isn't that good. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Dallas is going to roll the Bears.
No chance, says KB. Simone, do you think the Bears have a chance on Sunday against the Cowboys?
Little boys versus the little bears. Oh, how cute.
Yeah, she did.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the little boys. I just don't think this Bears offense is just gonna be able to keep up. The Bears offense just be looking so confused, stagnant. So yeah, little boys to men this week.
Little boys over the little Bears. What say you, Tone? Cowboys getting it done?
I gotta grab the belt again.
He's
Caleb
doing
Williams.
it again.
No, again, the pride of Gonzaga High School, Washington D.C.'s own Caleb Williams stinks. He's terrible. The offensive line's worse. Ben Johnson, I feel bad for you because this is about to get real ugly for you again. Now, I'm not gonna say the Cowboys gonna drop 50 like the Lions did last week. That was just extremely disrespectful as hell. But the Cowboys are scoring 30 points this week, and they're gonna do it comfortably. They got no Jalen Johnson, all these other guys. Defense is off. Montez Sweat got traded there a couple years ago. Can't get to the quarterback. I know KB talking about the pass rush for the Cowboys. I don't care who's rushing the passer. That Bears offense line so bad, the 5 of us can go rush the passer. What are we talking about? Like, I feel bad for Ben Johnson. Ben, why you take that job? It's gonna get ugly.
Money talks, Tone, no question about it. But unfortunately, as of right now, going into week 3, it hasn't resulted in W's for the Bears. They're looking to get one this week, but you don't think they're going to. KB doesn't. Simone doesn't. Jay Tuck, Cowboys winning this weekend?
Usually I would say I didn't like this game, but since we did have our scare last week versus the Giants, I think that will be more locked in this week. So I think the Cowboys go out there and handle business for everything. As already been mentioned, Johnson's going to be out, which is a key blow to their defense, especially their secondary. But I will say this, we did just add on Jadeveon Clowney. I heard that he's going to play. So if we aren't able to get pressure on Caleb Williams and we're going to sit back, like KB was saying, in these soft zones and these cover 2 shells, then this is going to be a closer game than it needs to be. Matt Eberflus needs to find a way to create pressure. Now, I know you're a rush 4, drop 7 guy, but we can't do that. We don't have the personnel to do that. So you're going to have to blitz. And we all know Caleb Williams under pressure, that's when he's at his worst. So you're going to have to send some pressure at Caleb Williams, mix things up when it comes to your defensive front. Offensively, we should be okay. Another big day for CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, list goes on and on. Javonte Williams, I'm not too concerned there, but it does not adjust his defense in his return homecoming game. After he got fired from the Bears, it could be a closer game, but I want my Cowboys to remember, even though this is a new team, Ben Johnson ran up the score last year on us. He was throwing the passes and touchdowns to offensive linemen and all sorts of shit. We have to bring out that belt, just like Tone said, and slap them with it, right? Slap them with it and run them out the building. Do not play around with your food and let Caleb Williams get comfortable, because if you do, this could be a bad game. So Cowboys go out there and handle business in Chicago.
3 straight clean sweeps as we head into Sunday Night Football, a battle of 2 teams without a win. Just as we drew it up.
Night game. Who scheduled this?
No clue.
Well, you know what's crazy? I'm glad that you said that, because the Giants always are in primetime games with world beaters, man. I constantly, bro. Always against the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Chiefs. We had a couple years ago the Steelers when they were really good. My goodness, man.
The world beaters are coming to town, KB, at MetLife Stadium. The Kansas City Chiefs looking to get their first win. The Giants looking to get their first win as well. Simone, you just beat these Kansas City Chiefs. Any chance the Giants do the same, or are the Chiefs getting their first win in 2025?
This one's really, really tough for me. Where's this game at?
Giants.
Home opener, baby. Home opener.
I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs. Honestly, y'all, I don't know with this one. Like, I really don't know.
Oh my
Chiefs made a
God.
lot of mistakes in our game. I don't know this one go either way, but I'm gonna just go with the Chiefs. If anybody going to 0-3, I'll see the Giants first.
Hey, KB, for what it's worth, it was a tough decision for Simone. So I mean,
Yeah, I just want someone to give me confidence so when I make my pick. I just want
Well,
somebody.
maybe if you said something nice about my team earlier, because what you said was, if I,
You know
what?
I said you guys were gonna win 3 weeks in a row.
But you said if I was an Eagles fan, I'd be concerned. So you know what? This week, if I was a Giants fan, I'd be concerned.
You're right. I'll take it.
J Tuck, you had the Chiefs winning last week. They didn't get it done. Should the Giants be concerned, as Simone says? Are they getting another L in the right side column against the Chiefs?
I don't think they should be concerned because I think they can battle with the Chiefs this version because they're still not healthy. But I think the Chiefs win this game. Sorry, KB, man. But if you need my PFF login for your mock drafts, I got you, bro.
I got PFF. I got
the Senior Bowl list. I got all that. I got everything you can draft related you need. I got you, man. Just reach out.
Trust me, I'm starting soon, brother. I'm starting soon.
We'll talk after the
KB, I'd have to imagine you're a gold member over there by now. I don't know.
Yeah. You know I'm heavy in this draft, man. You know.
Tone.
So yeah, I got the Chiefs winning this game, but I think it's going to be a close one, probably for the first half or so, and then Chiefs will separate because without this wide receiver core, it's pretty much just Mahomes and Kelsey. So if you're able to get pressure on Mahomes and kind of flush him out and make him have to play hero ball, you have a chance. And hell, you have Trent McDuffie versus Malik Neighbors, so that'll be a tough matchup. So I think it'll be a tight one for a little bit, but the Chiefs ultimately win this game.
Tough decisions for Simone and J Tuck down here, Tone. How about you? Tough decision, or is it an easy one? Who's taking this, Giants or Chiefs?
Don't take out that belt.
Oh man, this is gonna be competitive for 3 quarters. I believe the Giants win the game. I believe Malik Neighbors gonna go ape again because this man just, I don't know what the hell got him. Malik Neighbors is a dog, but I don't know what the hell last week was. He might do the same thing again this week. I don't care, Trent McDuffie. Trent McDuffie can get cooked. Anyone can get cooked. But I believe the Chiefs will have the ball last, and KB get the mock draft ready. I'm sorry. He's going to have the ball last. Harrison, game-winning field goal. Get up out of it with a dub.
Yeah.
They need this win. They're actually competing for something. And the Giants won't be great for mock drafts. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. It will be competitive, though. It'll be competitive for 3.5 quarters. But if I got to pick a quarter between Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson, come on, bro. Let's just keep it a beat. While we shocked the Giants win the game, I would not be shocked, actually. But
Thank you.
KB, come on. I know competitive ain't good enough for you. We're about to touch down on 4 straight sweeps here with these 4 games. You're the last person that stands in the way. The soldier, the humble soldier, 10 feet down. Who's winning this game Sunday night?
Listen, I needed somebody to back me up here. I needed somebody to back me up and say the Giants are gonna win this one. Listen, I'm trying to get
hell no.
I'm trying to get convinced, but my brain just gets in the way of it. Listen, the last 2 times the Giants have faced against the Chiefs, 2017 and 2021. The Giants won in 2017. I know that's a total different year, but in 2021, which they went to the Super Bowl, for whatever reason, we played them close. We almost won 20-17. For whatever reason, we always play the Chiefs close. So I think it's going to be a closer game. I think we have to take advantage of the Chiefs offense missing a lot of players, especially on the wide receivers. They have nobody. I worry about Travis Kelce. We cannot hold a tight end for the life of us. We make every tight end look like you're the best tight end ever. And then, of course, it's Travis Kelce right now, but he's older. But we're going to make him look like good old 2017 Travis Kelce. But as far as this game goes, I like I said when we talked about it earlier a little bit, I think Russell Wilson is still going to throw the ball a lot. Malik Neighbors is going to find a way to get open. Who's going to cover Malik Neighbors? I'm pretty sure Trent McDuffie is a slot corner, if I'm not mistaken, or am I wrong about that? Either way, he's too small. Malik Neighbors is just too good. Wan'Dale Robinson has another option. He's proven that he can play as well and stretch the field. My only problem is, are the Giants going to be able to be consistent on offense because they're having a real big problem running the ball. We cannot run block for our lives. We have good running backs. They just can't open up anything in between the tackles. So that's going to be an issue. Can they keep up? But as far as the Chiefs go for their offense, I think they're going to struggle a bit. The Chiefs offensive line did struggle against the Eagles defensive line in that game from what I saw last week. So I think we can kind of replicate that a little bit, but they have to do their jobs on the back end. They have to do their jobs on the back end. Yeah, I don't care if it's against Juju Smith-Schuster and Hollywood Brown. We'll make those guys look like Hall of Famers with the way we played defense last week. So, this pains me. This pains my heart, everybody. But I'm gonna have the Chiefs winning, but it is not going to be a blowout. I know, like, you think about the Giants, you think about how terrible they are, you think about the Chiefs, you think about how much they went to Super Bowls in recent memory. I just think this is going to be a closer game than everybody expects them to. Whatever the line is, I'm going to say that the Giants cover that, and we lose a close one, like something around, like 20, I'll say like 20 to 21-17, something like that.
Man, 4 games, clean sweep across the board for all 4. Everybody's got the same exact winner for all 4 games.